So I saw something on the news a little while ago that really upset me. The police had just made a huge drug bust, and they were destroying the 10,000 marijuana plants they had confiscated.
Boo.
Yes, boo, boo marijuana. Mind-warping, soul-ravaging destroyer of families. Boo indeed. Now what upset me about what I saw was the way the police were destroying the marijuana. They had this huge bonfire, and they were just throwing the plants into it. I don't know if it's lack of funding, or if they're short of manpower, or if they just haven't been properly educated about the dangers of marijuana. But the active ingredient in marijuana, the dangerous ingredient, tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, as it is commonly called, isn't destroyed when marijuana is burned. That deadly toxin is still present in that smoke, ready to do who knows what damage, and who knows how many delicate ecosystems might be downwind of that site. That's why, whenever I destroy marijuana by burning it, I'm always careful to inhale as it passes. Now when I exhale, the smoke still bears the foul stench of the weed with its roots in hell. But the vast majority of the THC has been filtered into my bloodstream, thereby rendering that smoke virtually harmless. The safe and proper destruction of marijuana, and occasionally other illicit substances, is an endeavor that is fraught with peril. But it is a cause about which I feel very strongly. Usually, once a week, I'll make it to see my drug eradication administrator, Lower East Region. And I'll make my usual generous donation. And invariably, he will say to me, "Brother," he'll say, "your continued financial support is greatly appreciated. But there is more we need to ask of you. We have found yet another cache of marijuana, and we need you to do your bit in seeing to it that it is properly disposed of." And when I take that baggie, it feels like I'm shaking hands with the devil himself. Why, this vile plant must grow from Satan's own spermatozoa. Did you know that it is constantly mutating into new strains with ever higher concentrations of THC? But sacrifice is good for the soul, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And over time, your body will build up resistances to the effects of marijuana. So much so, in fact, that on a recent visit to my drug eradication administrator, he doesn't like it when we shorten it down to the initials. I said to him, "Brother," I said, "I feel like I could be doing even more for the cause. I feel that I could be destroying twice the amount of marijuana I am currently destroying on a weekly basis." And he said to me, "Brother," he said, "you have been a loyal and dependable supporter for lo these many years, so I know I don't need to inform you of the dangers that accompany the destruction of marijuana. But perhaps there is a fact of which you are not aware, that the dangers multiply exponentially with the amount of marijuana destroyed. I couldn't in clear conscience burden you any further without some kind of indication that you are in fact up to the task. If only there was some way you could demonstrate you are as steadfast in your resolve as you claim to be. A more generous financial contribution might do the trick." So I've been quite busy with the cause lately. I don't want you people to think that I'm bragging about the endless sacrifices I'm constantly making for the good of society at large. I'm just telling you this as more of as a confession. You see, I've been so busy with the cause that I didn't manage to put together a routine for this evening. I just have one joke, and I'm just killing some time telling you a bit about myself until it's time to tell you the joke. So I didn't even write the joke. I just heard it and thought, that's a really good joke. You could really make that yours. Just stretch it out a bit and beef it up so it's not just build up and punchline. There's some good chuckles for you along the way, and I don't like to brag, but I nailed it, man. It is so good. You guys are gonna laugh so hard, man. I can't wait to tell you. So, oh yeah, okay, here's something interesting. This happened to me a little while ago. I'm walking down the street one day, and it's one of these tree lines. No, you fucked it up. It's not till later. So it's one of these tree-lined streets. And so I'm walking along, you know, like extra wide sidewalk with little patches of bare earth bricked off from the rest of the concrete with trees going out of them. Well, you know, little trees, you know. So I'm walking along and I hear this ruckus. This bird is like twittering up a storm, you know. So I look down and there's this sparrow hopping around in one of these little patches of dirt, holding his wing out at a weird angle and just twittering away like crazy. And I thought to myself, you know, I don't think that bird is injured. I think that bird thinks I'm a predator and he's putting on a show for me to distract me away from his nest. So I look up into the tree and sure enough, there's a little nest right there with another little bird just, you know, hunkered all down, just peeking at me over the edge of the nest and not moving a muscle and not making a sound. And I didn't want to be rude, so I shooed the bird out of the nest and I knocked the nest out of the tree and I stomped on it and I broke the eggs. What am I supposed to do? Just ignore them? Oh, I'm a human. I can't care about killing your family. I've got important human things to do. Can you imagine how insulted that bird would be? Can you imagine how belittling it would be for that bird to put all that effort into treating me like a predator just to be dismissed? Like he doesn't even matter? Like he's not even worth 2 seconds of my time? If we are going to share this planet with the animals, we need to show them the same respect and concern for their feelings that we expect from other human beings. You know, I felt so good after I destroyed that family, that bird's home, and murdered his children. I had such a warm, fuzzy feeling about my good deed that I went and treated myself to a pig out at KFC. I'm only kidding. I was already on my way to KFC before I even saw the bird. All right, now who's ready for that joke? Okay. Okay, so there's this young couple, and they're real in love, and I was just about to... Yeah, but that was just... apparently I've used up my time. I don't get to tell you the joke. I gotta wrap things up. Okay, here's one. I'll just tell you the punchline, all right? Okay. So St. Peter says, "Are you kidding? It just took me 3 days to find a lawyer." Fuck!
You did great.
How long do you think it's going to take me?